Yeah, chaps.
Oh,
look at Ray.
Look at Ray.
Oh, he's got a karmic reflection. Whereas John loves to do primal screams, don't you, John? You go up to the top of the Toronto Tower or whatever it's called, and you're like,
oh my gosh!
And Ray's like, well, this is what happens in the green room after our gigs, ladies and gentlemen. We after we've had our riders. William has his jelly beans, and Ray loves a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. John will eat anything, he doesn't mind, and I just have a glass of water, reflect on the previous show. Isn't that true, fellas? It's true. It's absolutely true. How are you guys? It's a Tuesday. Do we get is it a Tuesday? We happened last Tuesday, didn't we? What do you call me, William? I saw that. I saw your hand expressing into the corner of the screen there. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll have to review the show later. Stiff letter. There you go. What's that all about? That looks like American Pie right there. No, we won't get one. But we got a ton of news and a load of banter and good vibes, positivity, and fun entertainment to share. Let's stop hitting William on the head. What's he done to you? Come on, boys. What's he done to you? Raymond, how are you, my friend?
I've been doing great. I've been enjoying. I'm back into Cyberpunk 2077. God, I love that game. I just purchased an apartment in Japantown. I've been driving around, killing gangsters, having a great time. Played some Extraction with William. That was so much fun. And Certified Doc. PUBG last night. Got murked. Me and Primo Maker, we got murked really bad last night.
What does that mean, murked?
That means
assassinated.
Oh, like from mercenaries.
In the hood, that's when we call.
Does it?
Kill somebody.
I was kicked out the hood in the 4th grade, so I never got to find any of that stuff out. Wilhelm, SPG. Dun, 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 dun. How you been, my friend? You had a good old week?
Yeah, I've had a great week, man. Played a bunch of games. As Ray just said, we played some Extraction and had a great time, man.
Did you? Oh, that's good. That's good. I popped into your show last night, Extraction. I half of me says, "Go on, Rokk. Go on, jump in. Go on, jump." The other half says, "No, I'm scared." So I didn't.
Right. We had an amazing teammate, Jacques. Doc and I both went down, and he single-handedly.
Hang on, you and Doc went down?
Yeah, not together.
Okay.
One at a time.
I thought it was an episode. I thought we were back into Game of Thrones there for a bit.
One at a time. You got to wait your turn.
Well, fair point. Q, orderly Q. That's what I say.
But yeah, Jacques, he saved us. You know, when your life goes all the way down, you kind of foam over with this nasty stuff, and you just lay on the floor. And usually people leave you behind, but he didn't leave us behind. He saved us. So. Thank you, Jacques.
Yes. And, I used to love him when he did all the undersea stuff with his aqua lung, and he used to go and explore in his lovely French accent, looking for all the fish. I used to love all that.
Jacques Cousteau.
He was great, wasn't he? I used to love all that. He invented the aqua lung, didn't he? He actually invented it. Yeah. I wonder if I'm hoping he made a fortune from it, but I think that's, what was the name of his big old boat called?
Oh, jeez. Voyage something?
Was it? Yeah. Do you remember? I mean, it was like when we were young. The young folks in the chat don't have a clue what we're talking about, do we?
They're like, Jacques who?
Yeah.
I used to love science class. I used to watch his. I had marine biology, and we used to watch his clips of his.
The Calypso Crow. I love you. Yes, well done, my friend. Hey, Calypso, the story.
Kaleidoscope. I knew that wasn't right.
That's how the mind works, isn't it? You are halfway there. That's cool. John, can I just say before we commence proceedings that it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us today.
Gosh,
thank you so much.
Pleasure. Wow.
Mon plaisir, my friend. Mon plaisir. Mon plaisir.
Yeah.
How are you keeping, dude? How are you?
Yeah, good. So glad to be able to make this week's show and happy and just having a lot of fun playing on Stadia this past weekend. We got an early look at From Space with Remco from Triangle Studios and Luke, the community manager. Oh my God, the game is amazing. I can't wait. If you played the demo, this is 100 times better than the demo. Wow. It is so much better than it came from space and Ate Your Brains. They've done a fantastic job, and the fact that it's going to be Stadia Pro day one, hey, you can't beat that. So amazing.
Well, I mean, let me just scrub off my news off a second. He covered most of it and just.
Oh shoot! Did you really?
I'll give you show notes, boys. No. Come on, what have I got to do? What have I got to do?
There's some more stuff we can talk about during that.
No, I tell you what, I was so excited to hear that it was. We had kind of a guess going on, didn't we? That it was probable. But yeah, I agree. It looked so amazing. They teamed up. It was who was the publisher that got him?
Curve Games.
Yeah, once they got in bed with them, it was almost like it just unleashed them to do amazing stuff with the game, didn't it? So I think we're incredibly privileged to get it to come to stay. September 29th, am I right, John? So it's another one just inside the month, which seems to be becoming a tradition, which is interesting. Should we say quick hello to all the lovely folk that have
there's a lot
joined us? We've got some great. Callie was the first one, and he couldn't wait, and he had his little N with him, which is lovely. Thank you so much, Callie. And I did acknowledge the fact. And then Joe popped in. Well, we hope you have an excellent view of our show. Joe, I hope you're keeping well, my friend. We're going to get Joe on soon. Did I tell you this, boys? We're going to get him in. We're going to bring him in to the show soon. He's going to come on board. More on that at another date. Crow, how are you, dude? Good to see you, my friend. And Miss T22 with her little bulldog. It's a bulldog, isn't it? Oh, it's a little I think it's a little bulldog puppy, which is really cute. Hi to you too. Thanks for popping in. Rafael Polidoro. I'm expecting the good old sales to kick in 2 minutes. Yeah, they typically do, don't they, on a Tuesday? You're right. We do typically get some sales going on. We might have to have a little sneaky peeky. Geek to sneak. Ayo. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for popping in. Young John, luckily, he turned up. Woohoo! Hello. Flip sends good vibes back at you. Thank you so much. Who else we got here? Got a whole bunch of folk. Look at this. It's young David Wilson. Howdy Cloudies. Good to see you, dude. I heard that you've been playing golf. You and Bear have been playing golf with my man down there, Tiger Stadia, we're calling him now. That's his new name.
Tiger Shoulds.
Tiger Shoulds. Yeah, that's a good one. Bjorn, will we get a twos? No, I don't think we will, but we're going to cover some stuff. Don't worry. We've got some ground to cover. Very quickly, Porter John D2. Salute to the Rokk Show. Salute back to you, my friend. My opinions may differ, but I'll always respect a different view. Absolutely. And the great content. Well, thank you. Yes, we do try. We try to avoid opinion, but it is hard because some days there ain't a lot to talk about. So particularly when I have to do it every day. But we totally appreciate your sentiment, my friend. And it's an absolute joy to have you with us. So thank you. Very, very quickly, final few here. Metal Wolf. I'm here. What did I miss? It's okay. So far, what we've covered some very strange goings on with William and the doc. We've covered it's all been a bit awkward, I'll be honest with you, but we're moving on fast. It's all good. Dre from España, Bocador. Yo, how are you, my friend? I hope you're well. What's that song? What was that? That was Spanish, wasn't it, William?
I don't know what that was.
The Macarena. Hey, Macarena. All right. I know that one.
Ray knows. Ray's down with the kids, aren't you, mate? MJ Parks just joined Team Rock's new member. Thank you so much. And here's Little Rock to send you some love. Look at that. Bless him. There he goes. Little Rock, New Hampshire. Thank you so much, mate. I know that that's probably a renewal, and I'm really, really appreciative of that, particularly because you're a massive supporter of the whole Rokk brand, and I love you for it. Thank you so much, my friend. Dre, good to see you, dude. When's guys, do you know when the Zero to Hero's on again? Because they do a rotation, don't they, around their various
I believe this Monday coming up they're going to be playing again.
Yeah, Monday.
Awesome, that's the one then. K-Sport UK question. Oh, somebody had to go there. If Luna has an exclusive for Mirage, how does that work for the rest of the world, as Luna is US exclusive? Yeah. So next, Demigoddess of Gaming. Fantastic. I love a demigoddess. Show my support. Love you. Thank you. Look, guys, what more validation could we have than a demigoddess showing support? I mean, that is as high as it gets, right? That's amazing. Thank you so much. Mr. Parks, full cast of rock stars. Yes, I know. I'm always so happy when the full band is on parade. MJ Park celebrates 6 months of membership. Woo! Thank God for new sales on Stadia. Well, yes, exactly. I think we're just about there, fellas. I think we can crack on with the news now. Thank you so much for all your fantastic sentiments, both here and out there. IRL on Twitter. It kind of is, isn't it, fellas? I mean, it's sort of real life-ish, maybe not. IRL .1.
Sometimes I hope it isn't. Sometimes I hope it isn't.
Yeah, fair shout. Fair shout. Let's pull in the news. Head up. So no, we're no twos today, but what we do have is a little walk back to, I think it was last Thursday, when we got a community blog drop, which we weren't expecting, or at least I wasn't, because I just finished my show and it popped up. Damn you, Stadia! And they were confirming a couple of games we knew about. And we'd mentioned before anyway, and I mean, we would even, talked about Snowtopia in some detail the previous Tuesday, and it looks amazing. But Somni, which
I can't wait.
Doesn't it look good? I'm assuming it's something to do with insomnia. It's kind of a play on words or something, yeah?
No, man, I think that's the name of that beast, that monster.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, okay. Ray, what? Oh, hang on, am I going? Yes.
Hold on, you go.
Oh no, I've got to click into it. Dad, how do you want the internet again? Hang on, son.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, Snowtopia. What is to be said that hasn't been said? Build your own ski resort, and then you can go down it with your little friends. I mean, what more can anybody possibly want in that place? Stunning.
But Rokk.
What?
When you per William, when you go down it, just one at a time.
Yes, you do have to shake your.
Oh, hang on. Let me cue this up because that was genius. Where's my mouse? There it is. Here it comes. Ready? Brilliantly done, John. Did you work that one? You've been sitting on that one like a little nest egg, ready to hatch it. Because I was impressed there, my friend. That was flipping good. Sean, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Great to see you. But anyway, and this one, Ray, you're right. First person horror stuff. Antler. It's a multiplayer psycho horror first person shooter. Oh yes, and players need to banish ethereal beings. Ooh. Do we know much about this?
Oh my God!
Don't look, Ray. Shield your eyes, mate. It's like Doctor Who. You need a cushion. John, what do we know about this? Where's it come from? Has it been kicking around in the wide, wonderful world of gaming for a while, or is it
it's
day and day?
Out last October. So
Okay.
It's been out since last October, and there's been several updates, and actually just an update was released, if not yesterday, the day before.
Oh.
Constant improvements here. Like, this looks really good. 6 players, online, multiplayer. And yeah, it just looks great. Yeah. This is
6-player co-op. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be cross-play. There's no mention of it at all. About it being crossplay, but it looks really good.
This is going to be a hit among streamers. I can tell you right now.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the horrible bits of Extraction, isn't it? Because you can go in and play with your friends and stuff, and I'm guessing there are things that you have to do as a team other than just shoot the heck out of the stuff coming after you. It's got proximity chat as well. I mean,
oh, nice.
What does that mean versus the standard chat that we've all got as part of Stadia?
So that you'll only hear you'll only be able to talk to people that are close to you rather than your entire team.
Oh, right. Oh, hello. I've gone all blurry. Oh, give me a drink. That's better.
I thought that was my eyes. I was
yeah. Oh, it's gone again. Come back. Oh, it's when those creatures arrive. Woo.
Oh my God.
I wonder if this is a little bit like Siege, maybe. Maybe you have to protect a location from a whole bunch of these monsters rolling in. I don't know. I have to look into this further. Looks cool.
No, dude, if any of you guys ever played Phasmophobia, you're gonna get tools and stuff like ghost hunting, except you're gonna be like going in trying to hunt these things.
I see.
Because I've seen one picture where somebody's holding a cross.
Okay.
So there's all kinds of stuff. And then the flashlight.
There's two different types of entities in here. One that's like physical entity and one's that's like a ghost type.
Right.
So
right.
You have different ways that you'll be able to, like Ray was saying, take them out and stuff like that. So
it says that you get rewarded. So every time you banish an entity, you get a reward, which you can then use to buy up to 11 different abilities at the perk shop.
Oh, nice.
So, you could imagine having a team where Ray's got a specific ability and William's got another one. And so, you kind of coordinate. Ray, quick, use that ability now. And all that.
Tell you right now, I'm dropping that ability and I'm going to be the first one to run out the door.
The ability of speed. Bye, boys.
Exactly.
Oh, that looks good. And Gravatar, again, we kind of knew it was coming. But it's great to have it confirmed. Do you, just out of interest, John, you may or may not know this, but for the last two, they've dropped before the end of the month. But now that we know that From Space is dropping on the 29th, is that less likely? Are we more likely to see it? Or is it not coming as a pro game?
I would be surprised if this isn't a pro game.
Yeah.
I think Atari's seen has saw good success with their prior two games. So I think this is already out on other platforms. So they can bring this to Stadia at a certain, if they want to bring it October 1st, they could do that. So I think I would really be surprised if it isn't pro and coming either October or maybe November at the latest.
Yeah. So it could be that it comes, I think you just kind of said this, I'm pre-seeing it, but it could be that it comes as a pro, but not next month. So it might be the month after that it's dropped as a pro. Right. Yeah, that's feasible. Yeah. That's feasible. Yeah, for sure. Okay, good. Slaycation. This is a co-op again, so you play with a partner. So it's two-person co-op in each game mode, which connects you. You're tethered, and you require a significant level of coordination, so you can't stray too far apart. Megan McDuffie continues to deliver with an ambient score that transports you into the depths of the unknown. Well, I hope Megan McDuffie hasn't slapped copyright all over that excellent score. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to stream it, are we? Just note this, Megan. Yeah, this looks really, really cool. So it's a twin stick, like a tower defense kind of thing. You're on holiday. So what we're seeing here is basically the beach. And you've got to fend off zombies, I guess, critters and stuff,
monsters, zombies, all that good stuff.
Putting things in their way and building up defenses as they come rambling down the beach. Absolutely super. A bit like World War Z in that sense, where you know that the enemies are coming. You've got 3 minutes to start putting down your weapons and putting stuff in their way and everything. And then once they're there, you just got to shoot like heck and hope they can't get through.
What's that other tower defense? What's the other tower defense game we got?
Yeah,
there's
a couple. Yeah,
there's one of them.
Yeah,
Orcs Must Die is one of them.
There's the one with the massive rock that
Elemental War.
Oh yeah.
Elemental Wars.
War.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
That's it. So hit the likes like bomb, says Bjorn. Thank you, my friend. And tower defense. Apparently Bjorn's down. So they're queuing up in an orderly fashion, just like suggested, William.
Got to take them turns.
There you go. I love the emoji of a poop as the head of a nuclear cloud.
Well, you are deep in it if you're seeing a nuclear cloud.
It's the most appropriate use of that.
Wait a minute. He's got a name. His name is Splurky.
Oh yeah,
an important message from
Splurky.
Splurky.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Splurky. Weapons can be salvaged for shards and modules at the Stash and Dash. Stash and Dash.
His cousin Splotchy.
Splotchy and Splurky, yeah. Splinky and Splurky.
Okay.
These resources can be used to
watch
improve
out
and
for Spunky,
customize.
though.
Spunky. And good evening to you, Kumnar. Great to see you. One was he really surprised me, says Jerome. What an awesome zombie killing. Yeah, it is a really great game, isn't it? I need to get back to so many games, backlog. I have backlog fever. So many games, so little time.
Wait for the next news. We got some more news with some more games.
What here you mean? Or
What?
No, further.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He builds me up. Take advantage of our premium weapons and turret rental catalog. You can rent turrets, Ray.
Ooh, I like turrets.
Earn Slaycation Club members rewards. I tell you what, this is going to be a fun game. It's just going to be tongue in cheek. You can see it in the graphic here, can't you? Look at it. Look.
Yeah, you got the son's got the giant gun there. You got the mama's got the bat with the spikes.
Yeah,
I think it's impressive. I think it's
like
impressive
Negan,
that
right?
the husband cannot swim. I think that's amazing.
Yeah,
dude, look at the tan. Look at the tan on his legs. Oh my god,
he's got tan line right under his shorts.
Oh my
Look at that.
goodness.
Wow, amazing. This is going to be fun. I know it. Right, there you go. Oh, and yes, of course, they're also saying coming up FIFA 23, Skull and Bones, Dead Island 2, Paw Patrol. But beyond that, we've got Avatar. We've got Trackmania. We've got millions of games coming, millions more games, and I can't even play the ones that I've got. I mean, what's going on? Less games, Stadia. Less games. We don't want them.
Jojo Siwa as well, right? That's coming in October.
Yes, she's old enough. Right then, so we've got enough of that. That was really beyond the pale. Respect the Queen. Respect the Queen. Right now, I was going to go on to say about From Space. But John's been there, but we'll just cover it anyway because I agree, it's amazing. And John did a show with Maurice in Ninja Guy X, Phoenix, surely not his real name from Curve Games.
Yep. Luke, he's the community manager. Yep.
And Renko, who, as we know, used to have a company selling fluff removers for jumpers and stuff. Brilliant guy. Who actually doesn't so much there, but he is the spit of Jamie from Outlander, isn't he? He genuinely is.
Looks like it, yeah.
He literally is. And I bet that's bought him many a drink at the Bar de Paradis. But yeah, no, it's great. It's coming up. It's going to be a free-to-play pro game for Stadia Plus subscribers. I think it's going to be one of the highlights of the year so far, personally, because this game was looking great when they gave us the option to play it at what was pretty much pre-beta. But now, as you've said, John, when you watch the play in your show, and these guys are brimming with pride, aren't they? They cannot wait for people to play this game, and it's out there. It's ready to go. It's obviously gold released now. It's just waiting to be released publicly. So super stoked on that one.
Just around the corner,
and they've got content planned for it. There's going to be even more content after the game launches, so you can look forward to that as well. Some other notes that they mentioned, just a quick summary during the stream there. At launch, it won't have achievements, but they'll be there soon.
What, you don't have to do anything? Is that what you're saying? Just watch.
Yeah. And so it's really good. Like, they put a lot of hard work into this, and they've really taken feedback from the audience and everything. So it's awesome.
No.
Really
great game. I genuinely am really, really looking forward to this. This is up there for me with all the a lot of the big games that are coming in the future. This is one I've been so looking forward to. Super dope. But check John's stream. It's actually really good anyway, because they always are. And the gameplay is superb, and you'll see exactly what we mean. So there you go. Free plug for John. He will, of course, reciprocate. Just watch. He will be promoting me very soon as well. He does. He does. Yes. How do you pronounce this, John?
Oh boy.
Clubator.
Clubator? Clubator? I don't know.
So straight. There isn't. It's a man that plays with soil, a claybaiter.
Yeah, sure.
That's apparently that's its literal definition.
Not a master.
No, of course not. Whoa, John, come on. Look, guys, I'm going to have to pull you up. I'm going to have to go offline and have a word. It's no good.
Hey, you were so happy to have me back on the show. Now
it's true.
27 minutes into it, and you're telling me you're going to have to.
Are you in your playbaiting?
You know that old motto, love me, love my Tourette's. That's what applies to John. It's what works. Production and publishing house Clubator Club is now an official Google Stadia publisher. This is true. This is on Stadia Source. So they tweeted, here we go, a few days ago, we are now officially a Google Stadia publisher. Our titles soon will become available on this modern Google streaming platform, as opposed to the old one, the old historical one that used to run on Steam. In fact, PC games still run on Steam. Did you know that, Ray? Really old, mate. Really. It's time they updated to a modern system, modern platform like Stadia. That's what I'm going to say. Joe says it's Clubator. Clubator?
Oh.
Is that what he's saying? If it was Clubator, wouldn't it have two T's, like how you batter your sausage? You know what I'm saying, Ray?
Well, how do you?
Well, in England, if you go into a fish and chip shop, you can have battered sausage.
Really?
I'm not that familiar with sausage.
Battered sausage and
really bad. That sounds like a really bad STD. I'm just saying.
It's an additional service that fish and chip shops provide to their customers in the UK. Yeah, absolutely, man. Is the end near? Says Vet. I heard on Twitter Stadia is dead. The sky is falling. Yes, we've got a whole box of acorns out the back that we're going to be throwing up in the air later, Vet. But it is a Stadia publisher. Or a publisher. And the truth is, they've got a ton of games. I don't know if actually Dosage. We'll go over to Dosage because they also cover this and they list some of their games. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Some of the games that these guys have. Now, Clive put me right in yesterday's Rock Around the Clock. The first game that they're going to bring to Stadia is Moonshine Inc.
Oh,
here we go.
This is
wow. I didn't know that they confirmed
my neck of the woods.
It's from your neck of the woods, Ray.
There ain't nothing wrong
Ray,
with a little mash or shine.
You imagine an illegal 100 days, and that's essentially what
right.
This is.
Exactly. Yeah. This is the hillbilly version, right, of 100 days. So I don't know if we'll get any people naked on the cover, but we can sure look, right?
I can't wait to blow my still up.
Last time I was at a wedding, and the last time I had a jar of moonshine, I think I was
White Lightning.
Yeah,
White
I was
Lightning.
like lights out, folks.
Rokk. Listen to this.
100% alcohol.
My brother came up from Michigan, and he had 2 bottles of White Lightning moonshine, and he hands me one, and I barely sip it, and I'm like, oh, that is awful. He goes, hey, why don't you try the woman's version? And he grabs another jug and hands it to me, and I'm thinking, oh, it's for females, so all right, so I take a bigger drink. No, all there was cinnamon in it. It was the same drink. It just had cinnamon.
Just added some flavor.
Hey, let me tell you something. Cinnamon moonshine is delicious.
Oh, it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. I've never had moonshine.
Apple pie.
I've never
pie
either.
is the best.
So I'm from North Carolina, folks, and up in the mountains.
White Lightning is the devil.
They're not supposed to be making it, but guess what? We make it anyway. And
a lot of people make it to get around paying taxes and other stuff, but it's they make this stuff called apple pie, and it literally if it's not high strength, meaning like over 80 proof, you can drink it and it doesn't taste like alcohol. It tastes like you're eating pie.
Seriously?
Like, for real. Oh yeah, you'll drink till you get in big trouble.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you know the closest thing that we've got to what you guys are talking about is made at a local monastery to me. It's called Buckfast wine. And I kid you not, it is incredibly high level alcohol, and they make millions of pounds from selling this stuff. They're an incredibly wealthy monastery. It's a beautiful place, Buckfast Abbey. You can Google it, and there's a kind of an addicted aspect to this thing. In Scotland, they can't get enough of this stuff. They do like Buckfast wine chasers, and it knocks you right out. So I'm told.
You know, that was my first. That was my first apartment, my first studio apartment. Buckfast.
Well, believe it or not,
Yes.
believe it or not, the closest thing you can buy to moonshine in the United States, or used to, the closest thing you could was Bacardi 151, because it was 151 proof.
What?
Like it was flammable. Flammable.
What?
Yes. 151 proof.
Am I right? Because guys, you know I don't drink, right? So I'm a bit of an ignoramus when it comes to this. But is it correct that 100% is essentially equivalent to gunpowder in terms of how flammable it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bacardi 151 burns clear. You can't even see the flame.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh,
You're not supposed to. You know how sometimes they will light the top of a flaming drink? You know?
Yeah. Like flambe.
Yeah, Bacardi 151 is not allowed because you can't even see the flame. You'll end up burning yourself. Yeah.
That's amazing. But anyway, these guys are bringing Moonshine Inc. initially, so I'm reliably informed by Clive, and all of these other games could well be on the cards. Certainly, Crossroads Inn. Apparently, they are renowned for their kind of command and conquer like games. And they don't only write them for themselves, they also develop them for other publishers as well. So they've got some form, these fellas. Simulation, strategy and simulation. There you go. That's the kind of thing they do.
I know.
Come on, no, don't. No, it's a warm and it's a warm and fuzzy place to come and chill. That's what we say, with a bunch of old folk that should know better. But the Amazing American Circus. There you go. That's one about the White House and what goes on there. Tin Can. There's a ton of them. I tell you.
Great title. It's a great title.
I don't know what it's about. I can't click on it. Your worst fear is the audience's indifference. Phew, there's a fact. Your best weapon is a dazzling amusement. Your artists are your army. Behold, the circus came to town in the Amazing American Circus. You'll build a circus empire. Oh, you build a circus empire from scratch, Ray.
Oh, wow.
Flesh and blood opponents, as well as characters known from the American three dots. Ellipsis. There you go. That's stuff you can look forward to. You never know. You never know when it's going to come, but it's great to see it. Another publisher coming to stay. And there are going to be folk that say more indie games. But I think Primo said yesterday or the day before, very wisely as well, I hasten to add, that what platform doesn't have the majority of its games being independent titles? You have like, and I don't know the ratio, let's make it up, 80% indie titles and 20% AA's and AAA's and bangers and stuff. That's how they all work, isn't it? And then those studios, like our friends here, Clubeta, they start off, building a reputation, and before you know it, they're whacking out an absolute banger, and they've gone up into the we see it right now with outright games. For the longest time they've been doing little games for kids, and they're great, and they're quality, and they're lovely, and now every time they bring out a new game, it's a little bit higher level, higher quality, and ultimately you just know they're going to be bringing out a Marvel Avengers or Goliath just to subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
I think
Rokk didn't hang around for long then, did he? What's wrong with him?
Right. I think anybody that wants to make a game for us to play with, I think is a great thing, and I think we should support them no matter what.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right.
Definitely. 100%. Yeah, it's exactly what Crow says. Fortnite was an indie game. It started as an indie game. And how many of those games? I bought 2 indie games the other day. What was they? Well, Broken Pieces. and Steel Rising, both indie games. And yet, you could argue both of them are double A's. They're really, really good. And the next game along may be very successful for those guys. It's a triple A.
Love wire production games.
Yes,
production
games.
Fantastic.
I'm a huge fan of wire production.
Totally agree, my friend. Totally agree. So there you go. We cannot. And talking of indies that are on the fast track to success and ultimately becoming, something rather big, a massive, successful yeehaw to Outbreak, Woo-hoo! Who tipped they got their money, they got their full backers that they needed. Not in any small part, I hasten to add, down to the support of young Mr. John Scars there, 2 down from me on the bus. Well, okay, getting older, Mr. John Scars. He's here. Who happens to be mentioned in this article. There you go. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely good. Yeah. Too. Do you know what? I was, again, saying this yesterday. I'm sorry if I repeat myself, guys, but there's only so much I can talk about every day. But you know what? This is really a success story for the Stadia community, for me, because when you guys get behind something, you really get behind it. Oi, enough of that, Raymond. Come on. You've already been told off once. Guilty. The reason being is, right, it sends a flag out to other developers of how supportive the Stadia community is. If you're a growing or a fledgling, I mean, look at Downrange Games. Young Joe's in the chat there. He's made a commitment. He's going to bring a game out. He's literally teaching himself. He's pulling himself up from the ground to learn about putting a game together.
Love the videos.
He's exposing himself in a nice way publicly through all the trials and tribulations so that others can learn. And ultimately, he's going to depend on the community, the same as they have done here for Outbreak, to get that game over the line. And, it convinces people this is a great community to do that within. I think it's hugely positive. And not just because there's another game coming. But to be fair, we'll probably go on my backlog and that's not the point here. The point is that these guys, he's saying, I really want my game on Stadia. The community is saying, what can we do to make sure that happens? And we'll get behind it. And John gets behind it, and Clive gets behind it, and you guys get behind it, and you guys get behind it. And before you know it, it's on. That's brilliant news. Absolutely brilliant news. And Eliath says, Outbreak on Stadia is more than the game. It's the sum of the, absolutely echoing my words, it's the sum of the whole community getting behind an indie dev and getting the attention of Google themselves for support. Very good point. Stadia 100% got behind it, as you know. I think I'm right in saying they invested as well in the Kickstarter, didn't they, John?
I don't think so. I don't know. They to my knowledge, they didn't. But what they did is the day of, they helped promote the Kickstarter without mentioning it. So to speak, official tweet and things like that. Just legality reasons. Yeah,
Evan's a great guy. I watch him stream on Twitch TV.
Yeah, he's got two outside John though, isn't he?
Lots of passion. And, so yeah.
No, Evan, him and his wife, they are just over the moon with the support and the love from the Stadia community. Talk to them off camera, and they can't believe how amazing the community has come together, just like you said, Rokk, and to support and just show their love for this. And this was the very first time Evan heard about Stadia was April the 12th. Now we're 5 months later. Wow. We've got Contagious Memories coming, and now Outbreak Shades of Horror is in development and will be coming as well. So stuff like this, he says, usually takes years to get done, and the community coming together, pushing, showing their support, done it in less than half of a year.
John, do you know what percentage of the backers came from the Stadia community?
Oh, Evan did mention it, but I don't remember offhand. But he said, but I do remember him saying that the Stadia tiers, there were 2 specific Stadia tiers, were among the highest pledged or donated to.
Yeah.
So it was the Stadia community came out and really did show it in groves here. But I know there are plenty of people in the community that not just got the Stadia tier, but then also, you know, might have done another tier or got add-ons or things like that. So it's really great. It's great to see the community come together and show their support.
That for me really is the big story. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, whether it's a game you're going to play, whether it's a game you would have played, whether you think it's a great game or whether you don't think it's a great game, the point is that it's somebody else getting behind the platform with the community, and that opens the doors, that builds confidence in the platform. It tells other people that if you're thinking of doing it, the risk is minimized by how much support you will get for being on Stadia, not just from us, but from Stadia themselves. So, you know, massive round of applause, I think, for that. I was super stoked.
Yeah, it's never bad to get another developer bring their game to Stadia. Like you said, whether you like the game or not, the more developers, the better, because who knows? Evan might be talking to other developer friends, or they might see his story and get that inspiration, and then, you know, start their journey on bringing their games to Stadia.
Precisely that, my friend. William, when you because you predominantly stream multiplayer games and you invite folk in from the chat and from your your list of friends and stuff, which is what we love you for. When you're doing that, do you use the new party stream feature?
No, because most people that are joining or whatever. Do you mean to watch the stream? I'm sorry, the party stream.
Well, I was kind of hoping you would have just said yes, and then it could have led me in to my next item.
I thought he was going to call on me, Rokk. I knew where you were going.
The reason it's confusing is because there's many features built within Stadia, and one of them is to actually watch the stream. Like anybody that is on Stadia can select you and then watch whatever somebody in your group is playing. And Doc does that quite a bit. But what we found out is that if you are actually playing the game, it won't allow you to view. So you have to.
Yeah, that's what I found. Yeah, that's exactly what I found. Well, look, putting that to one side, because what's more important? Ray, were you about to say something, my friend? Did I cut you off at your prime there?
We were playing Wreckfest, and Ryzak wanted to do the party stream, and he was asking, hey, can you guys send me such and such links so I can I want to test out the party stream. So I'm starting to see a lot of people are starting to do it, so we'll see. But it's another cool feature.
It's not just another cool feature, but you're right, it's another USP for Stadia, unique selling or because ultimately that's what's going to separate. I've said this before again, sorry fellas, it's what's going to separate Stadia from the pack is what does Stadia bring that is different to everybody else, because I can go to GeForce now and get amazing quality streaming, or I can go to xCloud and play and so on. And it's those additional features, as well as a completely friction-free interface. It's so slick that my mouse keeps sliding off the screen. That's how slick it is. But bringing these features makes it just, and they haven't stopped yet, fellas. Oh no! There's more features are coming. I can assure thee of that. Anyway, this is an APK breakdown, as brought to us from our good friends at 9 to 5. Also, Stadia Dosage covered this as well. As you guys know, every time an Android app comes out, an angel gets its wings. Oh no, different film. Sorry. They break it down. I loved Clarence Ray. Zuzu's Petals is one of my favorite movies every Christmas. Freak out. Oh, Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight? I love it, man. Who doesn't love it? Come on, guys. All together now. Right. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight? All right, let's get oh, more coffee, Mum. Let's get back to the show, shall we? When an Android app is released, it gets broken down by very clever bods in their laboratories over at 9 to 5 and Stadia Dosage. And they're looking for little strings of text amongst Flutter code and Java code and what else is in there. And they find some stuff that hints at new things to come. Now, I have it on good authority that there is the odd sneaky, cheeky developer that slides stuff in on a whim to just, poke a bit of fun. But on the main and in the main, there's stuff to be had. And one of the big things here is that Party Stream, which we just chuckled about, is going to be coming to Android as well. So right now, if you try to do it, I'm told what happens is it pops up and says, sorry, you have to manually ask, whereas you'll be able to send an automated request to the streamer in the near future that allows you to do all the with the old Party Stream. So that's good. And you can see that these are the kinds of text that get it. Accept, ask to watch, and accept, ask to watch, action, share game stream. So kind of
Clive.
I cover it every day, Clive. Thanks for just joining us, mate. If you'd have been here, if you'd have been here 2 minutes ago, you'd have heard me say I covered this yesterday. And this after I've promoted your show and your good name. You don't ever come in here and be positive. Get out. Go on. Grab your flipping Kevin, whatever he's called, the bloke that reads the news, and get out of here. Jeez.
That Karen's brother.
Yeah, and why weren't you wearing black last night like the rest of us have been? Shame on you. Shame on you.
He did. It had a Stadia logo on it.
No, he had his orange hoodie, and Kevin had his orange hoodie, and then the other fella that does it, he had a grey top on. I was watching, don't you believe? No, yeah.
Great show yesterday, Clive.
I do love me some Clive. Right. Oh, please put me, Ray's put me off my stroke now. We just lost 6 viewers thanks to Clive. Thank you, Clive. You could have raided us or something. What the hell's wrong with you, man? You could have hung about from last night and raided us. It would have been really good. Anyway, stuff coming to the APK, including potentially 1440 and 4K, which I don't know why, because, don't look no different on a 3-inch screen, but it's good. I suppose I tell you where it would be useful is if you Chromecast it, for example.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And like if I plug my little phone, my little Samsung S10, ladies and gents, if I connect it to my PC, it allows me to bring the screen up and stuff. So I could potentially play a game at high res on there.
Be good though, right? Sorry, Rokk. For if you've got a 1440p.
Not as good looking as him, but I will take it.
Oh yeah. You guys look.
Sorry, John. Continue at your leisure, my friend.
What? No. I was saying 1440p. If you have a monitor, wouldn't it be great to be able to play Stadia on that 1440p monitor without there being big bars on the side?
Yeah. I mean, if you have just a 1440p monitor, you can save up some data by not streaming in the 4K or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, makes sense.
You could use Dex. Samsung have that Dex thing where you can run it like a PC. Right?
I have a Samsung Dex, but I lost my Dex. I can't find it. I gotta.
Oh, did you check the toilet?
Yeah, did you wait your turn?
You could have dropped it while you're shaking it off. Who knows, right?
Yeah. Clive is getting very cheeky in the chat, people. He's now suggesting we go over to the sale for some new stuff. You see the difference, folks, is this. Clive saves all his up for one show. You get literally 60 minutes of the same stuff that everybody else has covered, mainly me. And he watches every day and he writes it down and he adds a few words. And then he does his one show. Him and his mate Kevin, right? I've got to do this every day. There's no point in being sarcastic. It's a fact. And what you get every day is quality here, not just 1 hour of, to be fair, very good quality content from Clive. He informs, educates, and instructs. But you get it every day from me. That's the difference. And I still have my hair. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, you went there.
No, I couldn't help it, Ray. Listen, he wound me up. Ray, he wound me up, mate. He wound me up, but I couldn't help it. Hey, what's going on, Master? Great to see you, my friend. Thank you for popping in. It's very kind of you. Very kind. So anyway, there's the. I have got Stadia on my Android. I'm going to have to check it out. All these new features and things. See what we're all about. Finally, guys, we got one last piece of news, and then we're going to move on to Stadia Pro Gaming's Pro Gaming Super Duper Tip. This article, before we go any further, I just want to point out that this article, although anonymously, was written by our good friends Rudigs from Chat Stadia. If you didn't know that, he moonlights with moonshine as a writer for Stadia. Here it is. Look at this. For Stadia Source. So he's basically, again, following on from a little round of tweets that came in recently. Arctic Awakening from Goldfire Studios could well be coming to the Google Stadia library. So a bunch of little tweets. Your friendly Nerdball, which I think is a fantastic name for Twitter, hoping that you're still considering bringing Arctic Awakening up to the clouds on Stadia. And they said, well, they maybe said it on there, but it's not showing up. They said something like, watch this space, but in more detail. Here we go. We had a positive meeting. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. I'm not going to show you either. They basically said we had a positive meeting with Stadia, Google Stadia. So that's amazing, isn't it? Looking forward to that coming at some point. Again, positive meeting, which basically means they shook hands. They found that there's a shared aspiration, and it's something to look forward to. Bold as a mark of distinction, says Metal Wolf. I'm going to take it you're not endowed with a fine set of locks yourself, Metal Wolf. Clive Ellington and myself, however, have earned it. What the exasperated testosterone, is that what we're saying? Cowboys in the house, and just imagine how entertained you get from a show with a cowboy.
Why does he got to plug himself on it?
I was going to say,
why did you even bring that up?
I would give him a few weeks off if I were you. He's got into one of his antagonistic moods. That's where he is right now. So I would just give him a few days. He likes to, he's come back off vacation. He's high on fried shrimp. You just need him to let him work it out of his system. That's all I'm going to say. I was checking my sanity in my old age, but Clive's younger than me. I wasn't just watching yesterday's episode. Clive, it comes with added band members today. That's all I can say.
This is the extended version, right?
Yes,
all the bonus scenes.
It is the extended version. You're quite right, John. Thank you so much. And there's nowhere else that you can get the absolute quality of these three gentlemen. They're on their own, they're gods of content creation. Together, they are galactic in scope. That's all I'm going to say. And all Clive's got is Kevin. So, it's what it is. That's all I'm going to say. No more to be said on the matter. William, I've allowed you to be a little quiet throughout the show because, I know that you're primed and you're ready to go for what is going to be, as always is the case, an absolutely stunning show of pro gaming tips. I'm not trying to big you up or anything because it's going to be. I know it will be. So, are you ready? Shall we run VT? Dum dum da dum. Oh no, we lost John. Oh no, hang on. Guilty. Oh, I was enjoying John for a bit. Doesn't matter. He'll be back later, I'm sure. William, Yar's recharged, I believe.
Yes.
Tell us more, my friend.
All right, Yar's Recharged is another retro, awesome classic title that was reimagined by Atari. They released it and sent it to us for on Pro, and everybody should get out there and try to get on the leaderboards. It is a lot of fun. It is very different than Centipede. Centipede, you're at the mercy of RNG a little bit and your strategy you attempt to do. This game is very, very different. It's fast-paced. It's chaotic. You've got sprites and stuff going all over the screen. And you've also got several different modes. Right now, I'm playing in the standard mode. I did not select any... when you go to play, you can select multiplayer or you can do single player, and then they have 3 different bonuses, or you can select all 3 or one at a time. And after your match is over, it helps you multiplying your score. Now, also, when you select one of those boxes or all 3 at the same time, the game gets incredibly more hard. So I like to play arcade. And as you can see here, it's a twin stick shooter, and it's very important to orient your whatever your yar, whatever you want to call it. Yar.
I love a yar of ale. That's what I use.
So as you can see, your the A button fires, but your second stick fires as well anywhere you aim 360 around. So basically, you destroy these objects trying to get to the main mass that you're trying to destroy, and as you collect these items or whatever they're called, I don't even know what they're called. Those little orbs. You collect those. It fills up a meter, and then you get to shoot a large cannon
This thing.
Yeah, at the center eye thing there. There's terms for them, but I don't know them, I guess. But so the strategy is that with all these sprites moving around, you have these beams coming up and hitting or activating these mobile platforms there. And as you can see, it starts to get chaotic as those particles fly around, and you can turn yourself 360. You can fire all the way around. So as you can see, those white things up there, those little tiles, you have to actually munch on those. Shooting at them slowly gets them to go down, but you really have to work at getting those things done. So basically what the overall plot of the game is just to destroy each one of these things and to continue on and see as far as you can get. I have a high score. At the end of this, I was trying to show the leaderboards and the friends' high score. I believe I'm 204 on the leaderboard right now. I couldn't get it to pop up. I tried.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah. It was glitching over and over again. So as you're playing, you end up going into another color section. When you get to that section, it becomes extremely hard. So my main tip would be is get in there and kill that thing as fast as you can, but make sure you are trying to watch all those particle effects. It is so hard. Your character moves so fast, and things get incredibly tense really quickly. When the colors change to all purple, that's where I die. I haven't gotten very far past that, but it's just very intense. Let's see what else. You get these power-ups. The power-ups help you. Like as you can see, I'm shooting everywhere at once right now. So I honestly couldn't imagine playing this couch co-op with somebody just because of all the sprite effects. When you collect one of these power-ups, you start shooting like crazy. They're shooting at you like crazy, and then you add another character in, and I don't know. It would be very, very, very intense. But it's challenging, and it's extremely fun. For the hook to be so simple, but to keep bringing me back, I find it to be amazing. I think you guys will too. Definitely give it a shot. But what you're going to end up finding is that you're going to build the best strategy that works for you. My strategy is using the 2 sticks and staying mobile, moving around the outside of the platforms and trying to get into the middle and destroy them.
Oh, hang on.
How do you turn your character? I've just played facing forward. You use the other stick, Clive, and your character literally turns around and reorients itself. And then you can run in and use your face to munch. And then here, this area. This is where it starts to get intense and get hard. Watch all the particle effects. Now, any one of those blue things that hit me, I'm going to die. And I can only be hit 3 times.
Crikey.
And then the game's over. So you have to keep your eye on all these gold and all these purple. And it just gets so hard. Like you can see I'm concentrating really hard down there at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, it does get extremely hard. And if you don't reorient yourself, Clive, you're hamstringing your score because you're not going to get very far. You're going to get far enough, but it's really going to up your game when you're able to turn around and reorient yourself. It helps a lot. But as you can see, I mean, it just gets crazy. Now imagine a second player in there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff moving and going in there,
Would you say it's the hardest Atari game so far?
Yeah, I would say that this is the Atari game that you need the utmost skill for.
Okay.
Centipede, you do need some skill and you need strategy, but it's kind of RNG. It's up to what the game decides to give you as in power-ups. But this is a little different. This is all about your fluid movement and understanding where all the sprites are and how to stay away from them on the screen. It's an intense game, but so much fun. I plan on playing through the small campaign that they have. I have not done that yet. But when you start the game, it'll give you 3 options for score multipliers. And if you select all 3, you get 1 life and you can only get hit once. But the multiplier is way higher. So if you get really good, you could select all 3, stay alive the longest, and end up on the world leaderboard. It is possible.
Wow. That's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Again, a game I started playing. There's no way I could get as far into this as you do. I mean, it blows me away the amount of. So, how far up on the leaderboard did you get in the end?
I'm at like 204 or 202.
Wow.
I was trying to see the friends list. That's what I kept trying to load and check, but I couldn't. So, I imagine I'm within 20, maybe. I'm guessing. I'll have to check.
Is that global leaderboard or purely Stadia community?
Global, I'm 204 or 202. On the friends, I'm probably within
impressive.
20.
200. I mean, out of how many thousands of people playing the game?
That's true.
Yeah. No, well done, my friend. Awesome. Another superb Stadia Pro Gaming tips. And like every week, sorry, Carl, I'm saying it again. I want to go and play the game after I watch every single week after I watch him do his thing. It makes me want to get out there and do my thing. Awesome.
Well, it is rewarding. It is rewarding. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I absolutely. And we got another one coming soon. It's got to be good, isn't it? It's got to be good.
Yeah.
Now then. Sorry, William.
I'm super excited for Gravatar, I think it was called, and Asteroids. I love all those games, so I can't wait to try to get on the leaderboards.
Oh wow, wowza! Right, it's the final part of the show, gents. Which, as we all know and love. It's the one where we get to sing, Ray gets to sing the praises of one of our amazing community members, and we all get to bathe in his beautiful twinkle. Let's have a look at Ray's beautiful twinkle, William. Oh, wasn't that nice?
Today, guys, my favorite subject in school was history, but my second one was science. And today I am praising the scientists. Guys, let me tell you about the scientists. First off, I love his YouTube shorts. He is very hilarious when he's playing certain characters. He's usually playing Google marketing characters, making jokes of himself. He's hilarious. He's extremely smart because he is really, folks, a scientist. He has a beautiful son who just celebrated a birthday, and the birthday cake had it was a beautiful cake that had a Wasabi controller right next to the cake. Wow. And it had game controllers on side the cake. It was beautiful. But his son want to say a happy belated birthday. Check that cake out. Look at those cupcakes. Look at the Wasabi controller.
How cool
Look
is
at
that?
that. Got a Luna controller. I mean,
that's balling.
The science, he's a gamer just like us. He loves gaming. Also, people, please go to his YouTube channel. Right now, I think he's at 60 subscribers. Go give him a subscriber. He is a wonderful supporter of Stadians in our community. And he's also giving out on his Twitter page. He's giving out his reviews and his ideas about what's going on in the Stadia news and gaming news. A great person, great family man. And that's why today, folks, I am praising the scientists.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Massive, deserved round of applause as well. Word is Luna is coming to Canada. Yeah, it's got to be coming sooner than later. But I didn't mean to show that one. I meant to show another one, which was that one, which said Ray's Praise. Yeah, brilliant. And so knowledgeable as well. And I love the stuff that he does on Stadia Dosage when he analyzes the data. He works really, really well with Jack. And, you know, and because you need that. You need, amongst all the speculation and the opinions and everything, the facts, the empirical evidence. And oftentimes it can be extracted from what doesn't look to be a huge amount of information. And he does it with aplomb. So it's absolutely brilliant news. Great choice, as always, Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I will pop his details, the channel information, everything else into the description under this video shortly after we break for tea, which is going to be soon. So another awesome one, The Scientist. Stadia_net on Twitter, and do check out his stuff on Stadia Dosage as well, stadiadosage.com, because it really is absolutely superb. Gentlemen, what a corking show that was. Let me just hide that. We go. There we go. Oh, no, it's come back with a vengeance. There it goes. Thank you so much, fellas. As always, brilliant. And to John. So the shame of it is John often has to disappear off because of work commitments. And we get to the end of the, when we talk about what we're doing in the coming days, and poor John misses out because I don't know what he's doing. I'm sure, but Ray has him on speed dial, so he's able to quickly check and see what he's got coming up. So if we start with you, William, what are you doing, my friend, for the next 7 days?
Well, tomorrow at 12 CST, I'll be streaming Metro Exodus or Sekiro. I'm going to start Sekiro and try to beat it. But I've been dragging my feet just a little bit. I do have Metro Exodus to finish as well, but it'll be one of those two titles anyway for Wednesday. And then Friday, it's back to the community for probably some Siege action, which should be a lot of fun.
Hang on, I'd turn back and Ray's gone. It's like a disease. Who's going to be next? Well, let's. I tell you what. Let's have a quick look on YouTube and see what those guys are doing.
Absolutely.
Ray turns up about 10 p.m. his time, a couple of times a week. He's back. Thank God for that. I was going to go dry on that. Don't know what happened there, Ray. Good to see you back, my friend.
I'm back.
So, what have you got coming up, Ray, in the next 7 days?
Let's see. Tonight I'm going to play some Rainbow Six Siege on my Ray3473 Twitch TV tonight. Let's see. I do a sports talk show with VetCloud Gaming, so we're going to be talking about some NFL football tonight. Then let's see. Next time you'll see me. What am I doing? You guys just look Ray3473. I put it on my Twitter page what I'm doing next. Thank you.
Oh yes, it's going to be on your Ray. I'll bring it up if you want me to. If you give me the link for
it's okay. It's okay.
Sure, I have to be more prepared, didn't I? But listen, just watch Ray's channel and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We had a little spurt, and we need a bigger spurt, don't we, Ray?
Check out John Scar. He's on YouTube.
Yeah,
he's got some stuff coming up as well.
John's always got some stuff. When does it's Sundays, isn't it? The Stadium Connect North, is it Sundays? It's one of my favorite weekly Stadia shows. That's an absolute boon. Got to watch it. William's doing some Extraction and some Baldur's Gate.
Actually, Rokk, Ray and I and David and Callie, we finished early access the last time we played.
No.
Yeah, so we got to start some more characters. Probably
You've got to wait now till whoever and whenever it comes out. We're never going to know, are we?
Right.
Man, I'm excited for it though.
You never know. Yeah. What about there's a whole load of other games you could get your heads into?
Yeah. Oh, the backlog is intense. It really is.
Flipping big. Big. I will be back tomorrow for Rokk Around the Clock. For those of you that don't know, excluding Clive, it's a daily version of this, squeezed into an hour. A little more intimate. We exchange our discussions are real. So if you've enjoyed today, please join me. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, fellas, I nearly forgot. There's something.
I know. I wasn't gonna let you forget. I was getting ready to raise my hand.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you. I think let me quickly go back to my because Ray, I've got to tell you something about this, my friend. Let me pull this up so we can all see this. Right, here we go. Let me get this. Let me get this up on the roof.
Oh, that's great to hear, Sean. He says, you got me all to buy BG3. No complaints.
Wow, there you go. I love the look of it.
What's going on, Chariot?
Fellas, last week, may I just bring this to your attention? Last week, we launched the mega Cyberpunk giveaway, $140, right? Which includes the game. To be fair, you can buy whatever you want, but it's, I'm assuming you would want to buy the game, a Wasabi Controller, and a Cyberpunk 2077 skin. It's worth $140, guys. This Friday coming is the big draw, so it's spread over 2 weeks. It didn't have to do a great deal to be in it. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to this channel, leave a like and a comment on last week's and this week's show, and answer a simple question. Now, guess how many people entered, fellas? You actually know, so don't guess. I have had no entries. Right now, I have seen a load of comments and likes and subscriptions, but nobody sent me the answer. Now, guys, come on, it wasn't that hard. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Forget the question last week, all right? Forget it. All you've got to do this week is everything it says in that list, with the exception of I want you to sub to Ray, William, and John as well. No question, all right? So sub to us four, like this video, leave a description, follow me on Twitter, and as long as I know, because you DM me and say, or leave a comment and say I've subbed to you all, you'll all go into the draw on Friday to win $140. Come on, guys, what's wrong with you? I saw it all happen. So there you go. It's really easy, but you've got to sub these guys because they don't get enough of the love. And I want them to get all the love that you can possibly give them. So let's see them. They're going to report back to me who's subbed and who hasn't. So I'll know. And John. So make sure it happens. And then on Friday, tune in to Rokk Around the Clock, same time, where we'll have the huge Wheel of Fortune. And of course, if you are a Team Rokk member, which only starts at about $2, it's nothing. If you're a Team Rokk member, you are automatically added into the draw anyway. And there's now, I think the latest, there's about 42 in the Team Rokk clubs. That's absolutely stunning. You guys are going in anyway. And I want to see these fellas get some subs. So you don't even have to answer a question. I couldn't be more fair than that. I'm giving away $140. I will also be giving away, not this Friday, but Friday next, the price of the Mirage game from Ubisoft. I'm not debating it now, but I'm giving it to somebody. All you got to do is hunt out the tweet where I offer it, get into the comments, and you will go in that list, and we'll have that draw live on Rokk Around the Clock next week as well. Can't be fair on that, fellas, can I? I'm trying to share some love here. So there you go, guys. Thank you for that. I just needed to get it up on the screen. We did it. We got it out just in time. I'll be on tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, back with these lovely folk next Tuesday. Please join us again. I hope you've enjoyed the show. All fun and banter, none of it meant in anything but good-hearted fun. Thank you, Cowboy. See you later, my friend. And we will see you.
Positive vibes.
Positive. Do we know any songs with positivity in the Ray that we could kind of leave on a high note for?
Let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let it be,
Let it be.
let it be, let it get off, get off.